MIAS 2023. As expected, we got a lot of new car launches this year. Almost every brand that participated had something new to show. In this video, we're going to focus on the crossover that I think drew the biggest crowd. Guys, behind me is one of the most anticipated small crossovers of the year. This is the 2023 Ford Territory. The Ford Territory was a resounding success for Ford, selling over 15,000 units and getting 52% market share since it was launched in 2020. Just 3 years after its launch, we now have an all-new model. We'll get two variants for the new Territory, the base model Titanium and the top-of-the-line Titanium X. Both variants come with the same 1.5-liter engine, which now produces 160 horsepower and 248 Nm of torque. Those who are not fans of the previous Territory CVT might be happy to know that it now comes with a 7-speed wet-type dual-clutch transmission. The new Territory is bigger now. It's 50mm longer and 32 inches taller. It features a more squared-off and I would say a more subdued design. Gone are the bulging fenders of its predecessor, replaced by flatter-looking side panels. The increase in body size comes with a proportional increase in wheel size. The top-of-the-line Territory comes with 19s, an inch bigger than the older model. The base model comes with 18s, which are also bigger than the 17s of the previous base model. LED lighting comes standard on all variants. At the front, it gets these thin LED DRLs and LED projector headlights. Stepping inside the Territory, we see a more luxurious and more modern-looking interior. We now get a much bigger 12.3-inch infotainment screen, right beside a 7-inch instrument cluster. Now, the Territory was the most high-tech crossover when it was launched in 2020, being the first to introduce ADAS features like adaptive cruise control in its price bracket. Expect the same level of tech on the new Territory. The top-spec variant also comes with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, automatic braking, and automatic parking. The top-spec variant also gets ventilated seats, 8 speakers, and a power liftgate. Standard on both variants are a wireless phone charger and a dual-zone climate control. The new Ford Territory has received a pretty significant price bump. The base model now sells for 1.33 million pesos, the same price as the previous top-of-the-line, and the Titanium X sells for 1.599 million pesos, almost 300,000 pesos more expensive than the previous top-of-the-line. The original Territory was the best in class when it was launched 3 years ago, but now it has more competition, which were also at MIAS. So let's see how it stacks up. The Emkoo is the latest crossover from GAC, and it's priced to compete directly with the Territory. It comes in two variants, which are priced at 1.4 and 1.55 million pesos, almost the same price as the Ford Territory. Supposedly, the Emkoo is a bit bigger and more spacious. I think the Emkoo's edgier styling has a bit more curb appeal than the Territory. It also has a bit more power. In terms of features, they're almost the same. The Emkoo also has ADAS, a 360 camera, it has a 7-speed dual clutch, it has plenty of large screens. On paper, they're very evenly matched. Although it has to be said that the Ford Territory has the advantage of being the more established nameplate in the Philippines. Currently, information about the Emkoo is sparse. I'm hoping to get a review unit soon so I can actually tell what else makes it stand out against the Territory. The Jetour Dashing and the J70 are priced at 1.33 million and 1.49 million respectively. The Dashing looks like a mini Lamborghini Urus. It has 156 horsepower and 230 Nm of torque. The dashboard layout is pretty unique. It has a very minimalist, almost Tesla-like dashboard. It also comes with ADAS and a 360 camera. The J70 is a 7-seater crossover with 3 variants. The top of the line has ADAS, a 360 camera, power seats, and a premium interior. Both models are priced significantly lower than the Territory, and the J70 has the advantage of having third-row seats. The Haval Joilion HEV is also priced about the same as the Ford Territory at 1.58 billion pesos. It also has ADAS, it has 186 horsepower and 375 Newton meters of torque. The interior looks just as nice, if not better. But the main selling point of the Jolion over the Territory is the fact that it's a hybrid. Aside from the fuel savings, you also get number coding exemption on the Haval Joilion. There's also the Chang'an Uni-T, but at 1.67 million pesos, it is significantly more expensive than the Ford Territory. I think it's one of the best looking among the newly launched crossovers though. We also saw some crossovers that didn't have prices yet, like the Peugeot E2008. It is the fully electric version of the 2008. Chery also showed off the Tiggo 7 Pro Hybrid and the Tiggo 5X Hybrid. Those are definitely worth watching out for. Anyway, we'll try to do full reviews of these new crossovers soon. If you want to see those reviews, subscribe to be updated. Jay Walker out.